if Morgellons is related to chemtrails and it's coming out of the spray from airplanes, is there some grand plan to get this stuff into human beings?
Well, I don't know if it was a plan or anything, but I will say that all of us have been exposed, all animals, all life forms on this planet. It's just a matter of what our genetic makeup is, what we have been chemically poisoned with as an industry, meaning working in industry versus living in certain polluted areas, that is allowing this to manifest more rapidly in individuals than ourselves.
Now, is this considered, like, if you're handling this, you must be very careful. Is it something that could burrow its way in, like contagious?
Well, I don't consider it contagious because what I've observed is that it has to have a specific chemical composition, and if, like, I'll give you an example, like the ones where they have the lesions, where they have the discolorization of the skin, they have a lot of porphyria in their body, which is from pyrroles, and thus chemical composition of pyrroles, and I basically know that it's a, man-made machine, as I call it.
So it's not going to be likely passed from person to person. They're going to have to get it from
the thing is, and why people can, I'm going to call it, be exposed and get it from other individuals, is that those same people may be exposed to the same chemicals that this other person has been exposed to.
Got you.
That allows it to be a growth media for these assemblers or whatever is going on.
Gotcha.
I don't care if it's contagious. I mean, we have a picture there, I think it's number 7, of if my own mother had that on her lip, I ain't getting anywhere near her. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's very hard. And also, being that there's technology where these, what we call liquid crystals, meaning that they're crystals where they have different DNA, just as I said earlier in my early papers and other shows that I've been on, where they have DNA plasmids. These DNA plasmids can be certain bacterias, sea anemones, shark venom, whatever it may be, okay? But it's where other scientists may not have found it or anything and call it parasites or whatever they may want to call it, because they never were able to get a whole matter of it, meaning a whole organism.
So they're just going to compare it to a parasite or think that it is a parasite.
But I would like to see some of them, do some DNA or something analysis.
Sure.
Doctors,
now, what's the CDC?
I mean, we did, but we only got chemicals.
Right,
you know?
Right. What does the CDC do, or are they doing anything about this?
I honestly don't know. I know in the very beginning, which was way back in September, October of 2006, they were going to do a study in California. Then they changed it to do it go back to Atlanta, and then do it out of Texas. But to my knowledge, I have not heard anything that they've done anything.
Doctor, how many people, it's okay, how many people are you estimating have this affliction just in the United States?
Early on, when the end of the statistics at the first of the year were over 60,000 in the United States, 100,000 worldwide, with an expansion rate of 1,000 a day globally.
Oh, my word. Now, you said 60,000 in the U.S. Is there any specific part of the country it seems more likely?
26% is in Southern California. The other majority is in Texas and Florida, but it is spreading. There is a relationship to, I'm going to call it specific cities that have higher incidence.
And a friend of ours who's a chemtrail expert in Los Angeles says the chemtrail spraying there is just out of control. It's amazing. Do we have to do a break? Yeah, we have to do a break. Yeah. We're going to take just another short break, and when we come back, see if there's something we can do to help people prevent this affliction. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with Dr. Hildegarde Staninger. Okay, we had another question from the control booth, and I think this is a pretty good one. If these fibers or whatever they are nano robots are falling from the sky somehow, can they somehow embed themselves in plants? Has there been any evidence so that when we ate something that had landed on, we could get it that way? Yes, there has been evidence early on from plants, animals, even seafood. Oh, for heaven's sake. Meaning it's global.
It is raining. Once you've seen it, example like in some of the pictures where it has those clear, like hook-like features, you can see it on other living forms of life.
Doctor, I'm becoming very scratchy sitting here tonight. You know, this may be a crazy question, but like at what temperature, maybe this will tell us something, at what temperature do the fibers that protrude from the skin burn at, and do they melt?
We had none of them melt. We had them go as low as 600 degrees Fahrenheit to as high as 1,400 degrees that we tested.
And they don't melt?
No, they don't melt. They break apart, but they're still all together.
Holy cow.
Now, and one of them broke apart, and that's what you got the golden head. Meaning it was a complete fiber burned at the end, 1,400 degrees, and it showed the golden head.
I think we should get Spock in here, maybe.
Yeah, really.
No, this is really...
One of my questions, though, is, okay, we've got perhaps this falling from the sky. Obviously, you found that it's in the food we eat, even seafood. How can do we need to build our immune systems? What can help us with this?
What this particular thing that we found is that it never stimulated the immune system. So in the very beginning, it's like... if it doesn't stimulate the immune system because it's so small, the immune system can't send out the white blood cells in the soldiers to fight it, okay?
Gotcha.
So what you have to do is just basically keep your body healthy, and please use good intestinal fiber and Jerusalem artichoke powder and other types of nutrients like what are being developed so that you can maintain good digestive health, because I personally think that, well, I know it's starting in the intestinal tract, thus the first organs that are formed are the GI tract.
So if you can keep that,
okay.
so if you can keep that cleaned out then and healthy, it doesn't have a chance to grow.
Assemble, correct.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, I get you.
So
right, and that's with any chemical.
Right.
You've got to remember that 35% of the minimum absorbs back into the intestinal tract.
So keep your digestive system in good health, doctor. Maybe some colon cleanse or yogurt, live cultural yogurt will help.
Correct.
Right.
Running out
hemp
of time.
oil, the new hemp fibers,
Perfect.
Doctor, we need to say goodnight to you. Thank you.
Thank you very much for having me on.
What
Good
an
night.
incredible bunch.
When you get news, will you please let us know, and we'll get you back on the show?
Yes, because we are working on countermeasures, and there is hope definitely out there. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank
Good
you
night.
very much.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Well, if that doesn't creep you out, I don't know what will.
Unbelievable. I knew there was a connection between chemtrails and this Morgellons, and finally, a leading environmental toxicologist has proven it. Good night, everybody, and remember, the truth is out.
Everybody is slaves, only some are aware that the government releasing poison in the air. That's the reason I collect so many guns in my lab. I ain't never caught slipping, never underprepared. Yeah, they straight sign on me, they just bring it proudly. George Bush, the grandson of Alistair Crowley. They want you to believe a lot of the enemy Saudi. The enemy ain't Saudi, the enemy around me. It's fluoride in the water, but nobody know that. It's also a prominent ingredient in Prozac. How could any government bestow that upon people who believe in political throwback? That's not all that I'm here to present you. I know about the Black Pope and Solomon's Temple. Yeah, about the Vatican assassins and how they will get you, and how they clone Barack Hussein Obama in a test tube.